Well, another gorgeous day here in La Crosse. Cool today. Looking at Friday showers as a possibility, but we may see some later on this evening through your drive time and possibly if you're going out to dinner later on tonight. We'll also see that. We'll see more of that gradual flooding getting into next week as well. Hey, I just showed you here what I'm looking at right now, showing you that high pressure was over us earlier today, and as the day progresses, it's sliding on over toward New York. Low pressure that was in Colorado starting to lift a little bit higher between Kansas and portions of Nebraska. If we take a look here, that's going to open up the Gulf as well to us here locally, and we're in now a marginal risk of severe weather. So we're going to see some of that warmer, moist air try to make its way a little bit closer to us, and that's going to bring a clash of all of that cold air coming out of Canada and then kind of mixing together, and we'll see maybe some shower activity working. It's going to be about a 2% chance for a tornado, more along the lines of damaging winds, which is about a 5% chance, and we'll also see that going in for large hail as well. As we continue on, look at this. This is the rainfall that's going to push through for Friday all the way through the afternoon hours as well. So it's going to start in the overnight hours through the afternoon and evening. Then we get into Saturday and it starts to wind down once we get into the wee hours of the morning on Saturday going into sunrise. That being said, we take a look here going into the next batch of rainfall, which is on Monday. That's going to usher in more rain, and then all the way into Tuesday where we see more storm activity coming in. That's going to push the limit for some of our local rivers, and of course our flooding is going to continue to exacerbate. That being said, we take a look here at the rainfall coming in for today. See that by the time we get into the 7 o'clock hour through your drive time, possibly into dinner time, you're going to be picking up a little bit of rainfall moving in. It starts out light, then it's going to pick up a little bit more. You see this continuing on, and it'll bring a light to moderate chances for rainfall. We're looking at least up to maybe about 1/4 of an inch, maybe up to 1/2 an inch if we're lucky. Up to the north, though, the rainfall gets heavier, especially when Friday kicks in the midnight hour. You're going to see all the way up by Ladysmith, you'll be picking up the potential for a slight chance of a storm. Back down to the south, though, you're noticing that we're picking up some wind coming in, and that's coming out of the south. As it dries in a little bit more so, you're going to be seeing the possibility of some of that clash of wind that I told you about, the mix of colder air and warmer air. Now the system will kind of flatten out and work its way on top of us for the second or third batch of rainfall that's coming in the forecast. That'll bring another round of light to moderate showers, and then they kick out for the last batch coming in for the end of Friday going into Saturday, where it's much lighter, and you see that limited amounts of rainfall coming through the area, and it's up and it's out and it's gone. All right, that being said, we get into the rain amounts. You're seeing limited amounts today. Then it picks up as we go into tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll see that continue all the way into Saturday as well. And as we look from Thursday all the way into next week, you're looking at some pretty good rainfall popping into the picture. What's happening, though, for the rivers and streams? That means we're going to be picking up a lot of rainfall and a lot more flooding potential kind of moving into the picture here. With that happening for us, we're also going to be seeing that all continue to go right into next week, where that happens to drop right on top of us. We'll look at the river levels. You can see them right now. And then back to how this all plays out. We'll get into how this looks for us. We'll get into at least the possibility of more rainfall coming back in next week. As that is done, I'll show you how this all looks for your 7-day forecast, 8-day forecast, apologize. Upper 70s, middle 70s, and then we've got 80s on the way for next week. Back to you.
All right, Art, thank you.